regarding the question of solutions, so I would say a couple of things. The first thing, I believe that people have much more power than they believe they have. Maybe in order to get better information, but also to have action. Because if you think about people, and if you think about people as consumers, for instance, we say that they have purchasing power. And in this expression, in purchasing power, you have the word power. They can choose to buy from a company rather than another one. They can choose to force companies to change their behaviors and to give better information, to improve the way they process, to improve how they produce what they produce. So I think that one of the solutions is to bet on people's smartness and ability to force corporations to change the way they operate. And you can always choose not to buy from someone you do not feel good with the values they stand for. So I think that it's a very first simple solution. It's to believe in people power to choose and to put pressure on corporation or on governments. So for me, it's the first very simple way to operate. The second thing, which is much more linked to my job, is that if you want to make people move ahead and inspire action and take action, you have to give them the willingness to do it, and you have to stimulate the desire to do it. And I think that you have to trigger what we call in our job the right insight, because most of the time people are super contradictory and paradoxical in what they aspire to and what they actually do. For instance, if you listen to the people, if you read a lot of research about what they expect from brands, from companies, from governments, you will monitor that they want to fight against climate change. They think that you have to ban the single use of plastic, for instance, or that SUVs are bad for the planet. So they are very good values. But when you look at what actually they do, when you look at their behaviors, they say, okay, I think that hybrid and electric cars are better, but I prefer to buy a SUV. So there's a lot of tensions and contradiction. And I think that we have to leverage these tensions to find solutions to make them change their behaviors. And I think that it's as a consequence in our job is that we have to shape new imaginaries, new desirable futures for the people. Because the thing is that for many decades, we have designed only one model, which was the one for saying that if you consume, if you follow everything, you will be happy. And I think that if we create new imaginary, if you change the storytelling, and if we show to the people that they can be as happy without consuming all the things that they used to consume, it will be a major step in order to change things. So I'm sure that we have to shape desirable future, to inspire action. And it means that if we touch base the subject of science in order to make people realize what they have to do and so on, we have to adopt a new storytelling, what I would qualify as an uplifting and positive tone of voice. We have to be super positive in the way to transmit information and to show the people that they have the ability to change things and they have the ability to change their behaviors and their way of living.